Shalom, everybody. This is Betty Erica, aka Lady Yehuda, and Lady Yehuda, daughter of the Most High Ministries. Now, this is a quick video I just wanted to share with you all, and the reason being is because I was elaborating off my part 1 and part 2 of the regathering of the 12 scattered tribes from the 4 corners of the earth, and this is actually part 3 of that topic. One moment, please, brothers and sisters. I just want to do this. Now, okay, now we have here Roots. Okay, as you can see, I'm watching Roots. I would encourage everyone to pick up a copy of this DVD. I want Roots. This is Roots 30th anniversary edition, and also pick up Roots The Next Generation, which is also a part of it. So the whole collection is Roots 30th anniversary, and the other part is The Next Generation, moving over. Roots The Next Generation. I would encourage people to get that, and you may have to order it online, maybe Amazon or something like that. But if you want to understand the roots of the Hebrew Yashaelites and why blacks in America are so low and so behind as the tail and not the head, it's because this movie will tell it all, okay? From the curses of Deuteronomy 28 on down to Psalms 83, Jeremiah 30, the regathering coming. So we have to fulfill all of these things, okay, to come. Now, the Lord has pointed out something to me, which I thought was very interesting. I want to share with you all real quickly. And it is Genesis 25, Genesis chapter 25, verse 24 through 28. And Jacob held unto Esau's heel, even though Jacob was promised the blessing of the kingdom of Yah, he became the tail on the earth, and Esau the head on the earth. And hunter who divided and conquered the nations, people. But the heart of Jacob was humble and soft in the Lord's eyes. 2 nations given the birthright. 2 nations. Basically Esau's nation and Jacob's nations. Which is Yashael. That's his real name. Given the birthright for bread and pottage. So Jacob hold the key to heaven, the gates of gates, while Esau held the comfortable living on earth. Okay, so why am I saying this? Because if you read Genesis 25, chapter 25, verse 24 through 28, it goes on to say, okay, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb, and the first came out red all over, like a hairy garment. And the first came out red, like all over, hairy garment, okay? And they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bore them. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. And Jacob Yaakov, which is real name, was an upright man, dwelling in the tents. And Isaac, which is Yisyak, loved Esau because he did eat of his vengeance, but Rebecca loved Yahaka, which is basically Yashael. Okay, so what is the significance of that? That when Esau came first, which was the older brother, Jacob will be holding his heel. As the curses of Deuteronomy 28 said, they will be the head and you will be the tail. In other words, the curses came upon. But, in other words, you will overcome because your blessing is the blessing of the Most High. So, the 12 scattered tribes of Jacob, of Yashael, really hold the blessing and the gates of all gates to the kingdom of heaven, the key to heaven. They hold the heart of the Lord. They hold the Torah in their heart. They hold the book of all books in their heart, and Yashael in their heart, which is supposed to be an example to all the nations. And all the nations is blessed through Jacob because they are scattered about. And the promise to Abraham, right? Okay. Now, it's funny that Esau holds the key to everything on earth. We know that the Chaldeans are in charge of everything economically wise, the financial system. And this is Satan's system is deal with finance, because that's the only way to freedom on this earth is paying for everything to get by in life. With God, with the Most High, Ahia, you don't need currency. With him, you don't need currency because you have the full blessing. Yashael is our full blessing. He's our bread and butter. He is the key to heaven. He is everything. So when you go to heaven, you don't need to pay for anything because everything is given. The Lord said, Yashael said, I go before you to prepare a place in my Father's house. And in my Father's house, there are many mansions. So we know heaven is glorious, way better than anything you can ask for on this earth. Because on earth, you have to pay for everything. You have to pay to live. You have to pay to die. You have to pay to be born. You have to pay to be healed. You have to pay to survive, to eat, to everything. Taxes. Who love this world more than anything? Those who created those taxes and those who have the freedom of financial gain, because those who have the wealth and the freedom, this is all they look forward to. They don't look forward to heaven. This is their paradise. So I just wanted to point that out. Also, if you read, what did I say? If you read Genesis chapter 26, verse 28, this is the covenant made between Amalek, I guess, I hope I'm saying the name right, and Isaac, because they kept chasing Isaac all about every time he dug holes in the ground to make a well for water, they covered it up. They tried to, just not let him have anything, basically, while he was dwelling in the land of, where was this? Because the Lord had told him not to go to Egypt at that time. Him and Rebecca. And they were dwelling... anyways, I'll find out where they were dwelling. In the land of the Philistine. So the Palestinian, basically. And there was a covenant made, and they said, we saw certainly that Ahiah was with you, and we said, let there be now an oath betwixt us, even betwixt us and you. That word betwixt, when you watch Roots, one of the ladies, I think one of the elderly ladies, you know, that generation down from the slavery that, you know, went through slavery. She mentioned betwixt, and the daughter corrected her and said, Mom, no, it's between. It's between. So those little words and things like that was already in the King James Version. And as you can see, our ancestors brought that to America. And if you watch Roots, you will see why black people wasn't supposed to read the Bible, because they wanted to take the power away. They broken up the families, you know, and from generation to generation. So anyhow, that is my video. We pray Psalms 91 on this channel. And this is part 3 to the regathering of the 12 scattered tribes and who the people are. And I encourage people to please watch Roots. Watch Roots. Oh, also, okay. I like to mention that there's a new series that was on the History Channel called Roots. That one is really on point. I want to say really more so on point because it goes deeper. Watch that one too. All right. Shalom, everybody. We pray Psalms 91 on this channel. And that's all I have to say for now.